Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
Hey everybody, happy Easter. We're so excited that you joined us for Easter Jam 2020. It's going to be an amazing event, Easter like you've never done it before. So, who's all here? All the kids here? Grandparents, are you here? Adults, are you ready? College students, are you ready? This event is for everybody. If you're not having fun, that means you're not participating. So go get whoever's not in the room right now. Pause the video, Easter Jam starts in 3, 2, 1.
There are only two kinds of people in this world. People that like to eat these things and people like me. I don't understand how you can take and eat something that is so cute but also grainy and really tastes like you're eating a big ball of sand from the beach. But I promise you, whether you like to eat these things or not, you guys are gonna love this next game. And so here's what we need you to do. Divide up everybody in the room into two teams. You have Team A and Team B, and you're gonna need some peeps for this. If you don't have any peeps, you can also use some large marshmallows like this. All right, once you have your teams divided, go ahead and give some names. You know, whatever you guys can think of. It can be Team Sugarfoot. It could be Team Peeps Are Awesome. However you want to do it, go ahead and name your teams. And we're gonna also let you decorate your peeps or your marshmallows. You can draw a funny mustache on it, or you can give one of it some cool sunglasses, however you want to do that. Once you have your teams decided, you have your team names, and you've even decorated your peeps, now we need you guys to get 2 toothpicks. You're going to take your peep or your marshmallow, you're going to insert the toothpick just like you see below. Once you have the toothpick insert in there, make sure that you find a microwavable safe plate. You're gonna put those peeps on there as close as possible, but you don't want the toothpicks to be touching. You're gonna put this microwave safe plate with both of your peeps in there, and you're gonna set it to 40 seconds. Now, remember, you're not gonna let it go for the full 40 seconds. Hit play, step back a little bit, and then you're gonna watch the best peep joust challenge you can. Once the toothpick touches the other toothpick, stop the microwave. Trust me, stop the microwave. Do not let it go for the full 40 seconds. Whichever team has the peep that touches the other peep with the toothpick is the winner. One more thing. Don't forget to take pictures and post the aftermath of your peeps with the hashtag MBC Easter Jam. Hey guys, how did the peep jousting go? We hope that you had a lot of fun. Let us know in the comments which team won the challenge. Are you ready for another game? Here's what you're gonna need. 2 laundry baskets and lots of socks. They can be clean socks or dirty socks as long as there's a match. Pause it and go get those things now.
Okay, do you have your socks? Mine are clean. Don't judge. We do have 5 people in our house. But what you're gonna do with your socks is you're gonna dump them out on the floor, and then you're gonna put the basket on the other side of the room, okay? Don't worry, moms, when this is over, you'll have all matched socks and they'll be in the basket ready to go to their bedrooms. So what you do is you get your matching pair of socks off the floor, make it kind of hard, dig around, they can find the match. You get your match, you make it into a ball, like so, and you're gonna throw it across the room into the basket. Ready? You have 60 seconds. Go.
the game. Come on, we gotta see who is the winner. Who won? Who was it? Adults, whoever the winner was, you make sure that they get socks. That's right, your pairs of socks in your drawer, ready for tomorrow. No, seriously, adults, make sure whoever won gets a special prize today. We have so much fun when it comes to Easter, because Easter is happy. And it's not happy just because of peeps and fun games with laundry, but because of what happened thousands of years ago. It's happy because one of the most powerful stories happened on the first Easter ever. It's so powerful, yet it's so simple. It's so simple, even laundry can tell the story.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts, and minds, and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and His disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome Him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest Him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted Him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with His friends, He told them that He would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest Him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent Him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have Him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release Him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of His own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked Him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then He died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely He was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took His body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now He was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down His life. Through God's power, He defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, He's promised to return, so we can live with Him forever.
I just love the Easter story. It brings so much hope and encouragement and reminds me of the great love that God has for all of us. That He sent Jesus to die on the cross for my sin and for your sin. And He defeated sin and death in the process. It's important for you as a family to talk about how much fun Easter is, not because of the candy and the eggs and the bunny, but Easter is fun and exciting because of the great lengths that God went to show His love for us. Jesus coming back to life reminds me that I can face the worries and the difficulties. I can continue loving because Jesus is alive. Stop the video here in just a second. I want you to answer these two questions as a family. I can because Jesus is alive. And tell us what makes Easter so happy for you.
I love conversations like this because remembering what God has done in the past helps me trust Him with what's going on in my life right now. I hope that's true for you too. Take the rest of today making happy memories with your family. I have a challenge for you. Find your tech-savvy person in your household, us, it's our 7th grader. Go outside, take a picture in whatever you worshiped in today. If it was your Sunday best, great. If it was your pajamas, that's great too. Take a family picture, post it to social media with hashtag MBC Easter Jam. Maybe now, more than ever, is the time to celebrate and remember God's faithfulness and the hope He gives us in Jesus. After all, that's what makes Easter so happy.
Death is beating, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. The empty cross, the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day, happy day. You wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. Forever I'm changed. I'll never be the same. When I stand in that place, free at last, meeting face to face. I am yours, Jesus, you are mine. In this joy, perfect peace, earthly pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is alive.